whoever was wearing this has a big head.
It was Martin.
That big old head. That's old big head.
Yeah, Martin.
He's like a
sits
big
there.
giant oak tree, boys. And hey, when he falls, you hear it. That thing about it, does a tree make noise if nobody's there to hear it? Yes, it does.
Well, so we got our number one
That's
guest
wisdom.
back
That's right.
on the
back in the
podcast.
saddle.
The lady that had her own TV show, boys, is back. Miss K.
Thank you, Si.
Kay Robertson in the house. Martin and Godwin ran away from the storm and are deer hunting in Wyoming.
In Wyoming.
So you know what we did? We upgraded.
That's right.
We got
upgraded.
Miss Kay filling in
right.
today.
I love it here.
And I'm going to start this off right. Miss K, how was it when you was about, 14 and then had to go out on a date with a millstone in the back seat? Yours truly, me.
Yeah, well, I was wanting to go on that date, but I didn't know you had to chaperone it.
Well, hey, Mom told me
And
to come.
then I had to, instead of buying Phil's meal and my meal, I had to buy Phil's meal, my meal, and your meal.
That's right. Hey, there you go.
And you're still buying his meal.
That's it. And she's still buying meals for me. I ain't cooking them.
What's a mill? I'm Googling millstone.
Hey,
What? Why
it's
were you?
it's an unwanted guest. Okay, is my definition of that.
That's
okay.
probably not correct.
But my mom said, "Hey, go make two. These two don't get in trouble." And I said, "Yes, ma'am."
Well, with you there, it would have been hard to get.
Well, then what about the date we go out and we're, baiting the trot lines, and then the next thing you know, me and you are in that pond trying to gather up that stuff to bait the trot lines with. And I said, Phil, I saw something that looked like a snake. And he said, no, it wasn't a snake. And then all of a sudden, one of my fingers starts swelling up. And I said, I think that thing touched me. And Phil said, that ain't nothing. You and Si, hurry up and get that stuff. We got to get those done before dark.
Her father owned a little cabin on Black Bayou.
Yeah.
He owned a cabin.
Yeah.
That's what attracted Phil to
Miss
me.
Kay had that money.
No. Hey,
I was fixing to say,
hey.
you don't think that had anything to do with him
Oh, yeah.
wanting to date
Because
you?
Trust
our
me.
family was the richest family in the town.
Hey,
Si.
they had a grocery store for crying
and a
out loud.
and a hardware
And
store.
a hardware store. Okay, when Miss Kay would come down in that, what was that? It was blues on color.
Bel Air.
A Bel Air, blue Bel Air. When she come down there, she had like a case of Cokes and all kind of goodies. The case of Cokes lasted about 30 minutes.
That was the stupidest thing I've ever seen. Somebody sit down. They're not even cold, and they're just pop a lid, drinking.
You
Pop
were
a lid,
drinking warm Coke.
Hey, warm
Yeah.
Coke. Hey.
Because they were so afraid the other one would get more than they did, so they
yeah.
fought over 'em.
That's a Robertson trait
hey.
I've learned.
Hey, well, back in the day when we was poor as snakes, the only thing we had on was a snake skin. That's when you pour.
You had clothes though. No, you didn't. Actually, no, you didn't.
Hey,
Okay.
Phil said I didn't start wearing them until I was 14, but that's a lie.
No, it's-
you
Miss
Kay.
you gotta wear them when you go to school.
Well, I told you not to walk around your underwear in front of me. I mean, and you don't care.
Hey, you're my older sister for crying out
I know,
loud.
and I've seen you in the tidy whities. I
tidy-
know that.
I've unfortunately
Tidy
seen him in tidy whities too. So.
Yeah, we've all seen that.
Hey, there's a lot of love in the Robertson family.
There's a lot of room.
Despite what everybody
There's
says.
a lot of room in those tidy whities too in the back. It just looks like a balloon.
Oh man, I didn't know where we were going.
Yeah, she specified in the back.
In the back.
Welcome to Miss Kay's tender years at the
I
age of
noticed-
14 when she run into the Robertson family.
I notice these old men. They look like if a bullfrog put on a pair of breeches and stood up and pulled them up. Their butt is it's gone.
It's
High water. It's called high water. You pull them up, it's high water mark.
well, Si, let us not see yours.
Oh man.
My
John
future is
David will
fine.
have to pull up his shirt now that Si
No, I'm
did.
good.
Ooh.
My belly's a little bigger, but my butt's just as small.
Hey, did you know that John David was almost on that show Naked and Afraid?
I wasn't almost on that show, but I thought about it because Willie was going to pay me money to apply.
That's right.
Go do it.
Willie was going to pay him to go do it.
Well, and then he was like, "I'm not paying you. The show will pay you." And I was like, "Hold on,
No, you got to
to
pay me too.
I was like, "I'm not just going to go."
Well, why
apply."
didn't he get on it?
I guess because he's afraid.
I guess so. And he
He
don't.
was terrified.
he forgot the naked part. He was just afraid.
Yeah.
I just thought of it to be a good weight loss program for me, but instead I'm going with Stone's House of Pain.
Oh, by the way, I've been seeing him every morning walking up and down the road. So
I'm
he's
impressed.
made a commitment.
Hey,
I'm proud of you.
I'm
brother.
proud of you.
I really am.
Me and Si working out together.
Hey,
but
how's
look,
it, boy? Hey.
here's the deal. I'm supposed to get a call either this afternoon or tomorrow.
Whenever the phones work.
The doctor's office phones are down, so I don't know. That gives me the thumbs up to go to the
So
House
we're
of
in
Pain.
we're in danger right now.
So-
he ain't been cleared.
They're running.
Well, here's the problem with Jay's workout. I love him. He's worked out and he does good. He doesn't work on me because I have to have special, medical people.
That's right.
But the only thing
And she
is,
hired him for life. She told me that just a while ago.
well, of course I hired
Well,
my
hey, I'm just
physical
telling you.
therapy for
Hey.
life. I want to live and they want my money.
Okay,
So
well, there
we
you
made
go.
a deal.
That's a good combination.
But Stone, the only thing is he wants to start. Don't you always try to start real hard? And that's what I'm
no.
worried about him. You got to
No,
look
no.
at who you got and
We're gonna-
gradually get
But
him.
he's young.
I am young.
He-
I
He's
used to
young.
be athletic.
John David is 15 years younger than me, so he'll be fine.
We'll find
Hey,
out.
Stone to take
Good
care of.
luck, John David. Good
On next
luck.
week's episode, I'll be in crutches and very
Do you
tired.
want me to prepare to be here next week?
I'm not in charge of that. I
I
just
know,
asked
but
to have
if you're
you-
planning on being out, they're going to need somebody.
Well, hey, there you go. Hey, you're on standby, okay? As of now.
if Stone hurts me, then you're subbing in for
Okay.
sure. Which we
No,
got to get
hey,
a sub.
Stone ain't gonna hurt you.
He might.
No, he's not.
He's a gentle.
No,
physical.
you'll hurt yourself.
Yeah.
He's just gonna be there to push you on.
Also, probably true. But I've lost 4 pounds since I got out of the hospital. So I lost 8 pounds in it, and I've kept that off.
Well, hey, you know the
Good
saying.
kickstart.
You know what happens when good men do nothing?
Nothing happens.
That's right. Nothing happens.
Was that right?
That's right.
I never heard that saying.
Well, so hey, you are doing something.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's a start.
And yesterday it was raining pretty hard. I'm driving down the road. I look up and I see a
There he
man
goes.
walking in a rain jacket.
And talking about, I wonder what this is.
So I
doing.
thought, you know what? He is committed. If he's walking in the rain, he's committed. So
That's why
I feel
went,
good about it.
That's why I went the recliner and QB.
yeah,
Okay, because this idiot here ain't gonna walk in the rain.
You gotta walk. It's what?
Oh no!
I'm about to buy you a Fitbit.
Hey, no, anytime. No, hey, look.
Oh,
When I can pedal, I'm not gonna walk. Okay,
He's not walking.
Especially when I can pedal from my recliner and watch Live from Daryl's house, boys.
Oh, you watch that? Phil watches that every
Oh, what are you
week.
talking about? Hey, I watched
Every
it.
week.
No. This morning I watched it, and one of my favorite boys, soul singers, Smokey Robinson.
Oh,
With the tears of a clown when no one's around.
You can. That actually sounded pretty good.
Hey,
It
I had a
did.
band once, son.
Well, that didn't mean.
Hey.
I thought it was more like a joke band.
No, it wasn't a
like
joke
Weird
band.
Al.
No, it
but
wasn't
like
a
the
joke
redneck
band.
version.
No, it wasn't a joke band. It was a joke show.
oh, it was,
Okay,
it was a
because
joke. all right.
anything went with us, boys. Okay.
Wait, what channel does Live from Daryl's house come on?
Axis.
AX.
Axis.
Axis TV.
Yeah.
Axis TV.
AX.
Is that a,
IS.
is that a TV channel?
Yeah.
Yes. It's a music channel.
But sometime you're going to be there and it's not Daryl's house and it's terrible.
I know.
Whose house is it?
Well, it's
It's
somebody
somewhere.
else.
It's somewhere else. It ain't from
Yeah,
Daryl's.
It's
not
not
from
John?
Daryl's.
Yeah, it's not live from Daryl's house.
Are these new episodes?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh,
He has
But you're
different
going to
guests.
see them again in a month.
He has different
Yeah,
guests.
it's crazy. It's the craziest thing. Si and Phil's TV, they're synced up.
Like,
They watch the same exact thing.
well, hey, look, you got to understand something here. That's a good thing, okay? Because, like, when people ask who you run with, I tell them, and so does Phil, I run with God the Father, His Son, Jesus Christ, our Lord and Savior, and the Holy Spirit, and then Matt Dillon.
I love
Because,
Matt
hey,
Dillon.
let me tell you, the
What
three...
about Daryl Hall?
No, and Daryl Hall.
like him,
Look,
too.
and the three don't play, and neither do we.
And you know what? I watched.
And neither does Matt Dillon. He'll shoot you a pistol, whip you in a heartbeat.
You know what? I started watching him when I was 3 years old, and I watched him till I left home at 16. Then, now in my old age, I've been watching him with Phil about, 5 years?
And you love it.
I love it.
No, look. Hey,
I'm addicted to it.
No. Hey, what people don't realize is the older I get, the more Matt Dillon I watch. And look, all of their shows about the American West, they all had a good theme to them. I was watching one the other night. It was James Stewart. The name of it was Broken Arrow.
I watched it.
Yeah.
We watched that too.
Yeah. And hey,
It was on.
here.
Great. On
This
the
was
same
back-
channel as Daryl. No,
Yeah.
is that the same channel?
No, it was on a different channel.
Okay.
364. But anyway.
Oh, that's the inspirational. Inspirational.
Yeah, INSP.
He said channel 364.
Well, hey, look.
He knows it.
I only watched the 2 channels, Access and 364 and 323 with Perry Mason.
What is 323?
Perry Mason.
Well,
That's the name of the channel?
Hey, that's the channel.
I think we got different servers.
Look, it's Perry Mason and they switch out. Perry Mason and Matlock.
Hey,
Okay.
you don't watch the weather, Phil. That's 362, the weather.
Well, yeah, I used to have that. I don't even do it anymore.
So I don't worry about the weather no
Hey,
more.
no, well, hey, my wife went on a TV slashing excursion. Okay.
You got rid of all your good stuff.
Oh no! Look, well, hey, look.
So
Look.
it's not like you ran out of money. Why'd you do that?
Well, no, because hey, look, I had a TV that I could have 1,000 channels,
Yeah,
and I went through them one day.
1,000.
Sitting there hitting the button. There ain't nothing. Out of 1,000 channels, only 2 places is worth watching.
363.
364,
Oh, my bad. Sorry.
364, and Access TV.
Access TV.
Because hey, when you want to hear
I
good
don't know
music,
its number.
when you want to hear good music, go to Access TV. Okay, and then when you want to see a good Western with good themes, okay,
364.
All right. Well, on that note, I know of one other good channel. It's youtube.com/duckcallroom. Come on, man.
Well, hey.
Sell us up a little.
Oh, well, I forgot our podcast.
Because you're listening right now to the Duck Call Room. If you haven't figured it out, we're on Apple, we're on Spotify. Like and subscribe and do all that fun stuff. Si's
Well,
probably going to
you
hit a
saying
bell
all
at any
that
second.
when you said apple, the only thing I could think about was go out there and find an apple tree and pick me one up.
Well, Apple.
Okay, you're talking something. When you're talking computer and all this network,
You knew it was
and
a computer.
Netflix and all this junk.
Well,
Okay.
All right. Well, we're going to
That's
take
the
a break.
Twilight Zone.
okay, Phil. You sound just like Phil. And then
Well, hey, we're related.
Okay, listen.
Yes.
It's
gonna try
what's
to take a
making you
break.
money. Why don't you enjoy that and say this is the thing to do?
That's the thing to
Everybody
do.
watch,
Well,
listen.
hey, look, I know everybody already knows it's the thing to do. Everything in the world going digital now. When this world comes to an end, God's going to use the digital world to take us out.
All right. We better take a break. 'cause
We're going to take a break on that one.
that one sounds like a side tangent we won't be able to control.
Hey,
Okay, I'm still trying to get Si on their website instead of Phil, but Phil does a good job too. But
whatever.
you know what I'm talking? You know what website I'm talking about?
Oh, yeah.
Do you?
Yeah.
What is it?
Hey, it's backed by 35 years of research and development.
Who's it
JD.
working for?
Hey, look, and it's working for you and me
Where's it come from?
personally. And look, that's the key to all of it. It comes from the pristine waters of New Zealand.
What does it do?
Look, it's not like all these other things you can buy. You know, you get the cream and put it on it. All it's doing is cover up.
No.
Okay?
We don't need to cover up.
Omega XL goes to the problem, which is usually inflammation. If you got pain in your shoulder, it's from inflammation, boys. Take you a couple of Omega XLs, go to sleep for the night, and wake up, and you don't have all these pains and aches.
I take 5 of them.
Yeah.
I take 2 daily.
2 daily. Well, let me tell you how to get them and how to get started, because the best spokesman in the world just told you what it does for him and how much it helps him. Order OmegaXL.com right now and you can get a second bottle. How much
Free.
it costs? Free.
Hey, not a cent. Don't cost you a cent, boys.
You buy the first one, they're sending the second one for free. Visit OmegaXL.com/duck. That's OmegaXL.com/duck or call 1-800-844-48
88
1-800-844-4888.
88.
1-800-844-4888.
One more time. 88.
88, baby. Call
It
that
works.
number. Go to that website.
Hey, and women can do it too.
Oh, 100%.
That's it, boys. K chiming in on
And
that,
you'll be
baby.
a young-
Everybody's welcome, and it works. I'm still on works, boys.
Hey, it's going to work for you. You'll be a young spring chicken just like this man beside me. Get you some OmegaXL.com.
Look at that, boys.
Today, please
That's
don't.
working out.
Good night.
Hey,
I'm shocked.
quick, boys. Did you see that muscle on that old man?
Well, Si, Miss Kay had something very interesting go on at her house.
Oh,
Did you hear about it?
no. Since I haven't seen you in a long, long time, excuse me.
Since the
What
last
if-
time I was here.
Yeah. What have you been up to?
Well, last Saturday, we had our first homeless couple wedding.
And I didn't get no invitation?
I'm sorry. I was just. They were so. I didn't know who all she was going to bring from the street. So,
Well, hey, I imagine that was a hoot.
yeah, it really was. But it started out really well because they got there and everything. And of course, Phil was like trying to figure out. And I told him, Phil, I said, you walk down the sidewalk toward from our neighbors and you make a little curve. And then we have an arbor. But I don't even know what all. There's a bunch of wild animals.
Arbor?
Arbor, is that the right word? Is that
Is
the
this,
right word?
is this the horseshoe
Where-
thing?
Yeah, and it's got all that greenery on it.
Okay.
And
Where the
it
grill
has-
is.
Well, I know
It has-
arbor.
it has-
Arbor is a drill to me.
I think
Okay, it's got birds living in this and other
okay.
little animals.
Okay.
But it was all over there.
You
So
all
that-
had it decorated?
Yeah, we stuck flowers in all the greenery.
Oh, okay,
there. That's
okay,
what we
all
did.
right.
Okay,
I
so
bet that was pretty.
it was. So what we had to do is Phil had to walk her down the aisle, which that was the worst thing.
Phil
He-
gave her away?
Oh yeah, and he did the sermon. But here's the deal. So I said, Phil, go slow, and he just ran and dragged her behind him.
He was in a hurry.
He ran her down there. And
All right, we
she's-
got to get this done in a hurry, boys. Okay?
This
is
so he
important.
gets all ready and starts his Bible and starting to talk, and then all of a sudden, somebody had brought the groom's sister from I think she's from Odessa, Texas, and she brought her there to the wedding to be there with her brother, and so she was going to stay in the car because they had 2 bulldogs they brought with them. And they
Are
were-
the pit bulldogs?
yeah, and they were hanging out the window.
Pit bulls.
Pit
and
bull.
get
Okay.
pit bulls.
Dangerous dogs, but okay.
Yeah, and then so Bobo, who thinks he's boss hog, he's gonna take them on, and them 2 little dumber dogs that I have, the Shaggies.
Okay, Sneaky and Piggy.
Yeah, whatever. You and Phil have them different names than I do.
I know.
Okay, they're gonna go out there and take on those 2 bulldogs. Well, Phil starts talking. There was, I mean, it was the biggest, loudest noise, and everybody's just looking. What's that coming from?
Hey, that sounds just like my childhood growing up, okay?
What? There was a wedding in your front yard
Oh, no,
with dogs fighting?
Hey, the dogs fighting. Okay.
But there was no wedding.
No way.
Well,
Hey.
then Phil has to stop the whole wedding and say, Miss Kay, you got to go get our dogs
I'm going
in
to
here.
get the dogs taken care of.
Yeah, we got to shut this dog thing down. So me and whoever, we had to go out there and catch my dogs and put them in my room, which was, I would get them inside the house, and then they'd just turn around and run right out the hole that they go through. So finally drug them in my room and closed them in the doors, and we went back to continue on. And I was so scared the neighbor's dog would come over. His name is Mutt. And I was so scared, but he didn't come over.
Mutt and Jim. Mutt and
And
Jim.
so,
His name is Mutt.
and so then all that interruption, we started the ceremony again.
So there was a legit intermission.
Oh yeah, there was a dog fight in the middle of the wedding.
Right.
I mean, how
And
many
look-
times do you think that's ever happened?
I have to ask
Had to
this.
stop the ceremonies for a dog fight.
I have
Were you
to,
there?
No, I wasn't.
Hey, I have to ask this, and I'm not being rude or bad, mean-spirited. Was the dress casual or what here?
It was
I mean, we're talking about a homeless marriage here.
it was very casual. There were a lot of
Okay.
shorts, t-shirts,
Okay.
different
Okay.
things.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
And
this is
I was-
come as you are wedding.
Yeah, just as you
Okay.
are.
I just want to make sure.
But here what we had.
I am just Oh, I wish I could have been there.
My nephew and your nephew, John Gimber, did all the food. We had great sandwiches. We had chips. Everybody got bags of chips.
Okay, well, wait a minute. My brother is not a certified pastor that can marry with Al.
He is. Alan made him one.
He's certified.
Yeah,
He's certified
Alan
now?
made him do
He's
it.
bona fide.
Oh, he's bona fide.
This
Okay,
is
I didn't know.
This is his second wedding, but he don't advertise it.
Okay,
Not
I'm
that anybody's
glad
gonna
that
hear
Al
about
was
it.
But
there.
we just advertised.
We're going to
Okay,
get some
okay.
emails on this one.
Okay,
So
okay.
if you'd like to get married under an arbor with a dog fight, with casual dress and chips, email hello@duckcallroom.com.
And we had
I'll get you a price list.
we had a case of all different kind of drinks, Dr. Pepper's, Cokes, and all that. We had that in a nice Yeti ice chest.
Oh, a Yeti.
A Yeti. So
Hey, only the best, boys.
that's what
Hey.
else could we do? Oh, and we had a wedding cake. We had my granddaughter made a wedding cake. It was beautiful.
Who's your granddaughter?
Alex,
My sister.
Was it good?
It was
She's
great.
She is a baker from way back.
Oh, she's good.
Yeah, and I've got to pay her for that too. Yep. So never before will you hear about the homeless people marrying except right here.
Here's another question. Hey, no. Here's another question, and you probably don't have the answer to it, but I would love to know. I would love to know how these people met.
On the street.
Well, I'm just saying. Okay.
I got a better question. Where did you meet these people?
They go to our church.
Okay. All right. That makes
Yes,
sense.
they go to our church,
So-
and we're so happy.
So on a serious note, what Miss Kay and Phil do for the homeless community in Monroe is unheard of. You won't find too many humans on the planet who will do for these people what they do.
100%. Because every
I wish I'd have been there. I
should have been
feel
back.
bad that I
Well, the
missed
next one I'll have, I'll
it. I was
invite
fixing
you.
to say, I would have loved to have been attended it. I really would have.
because every Sunday morning you
Everybody needs love, for crying out loud.
That's right.
Yeah.
Because you and Phil host church for anybody that wants to come.
That's
and you,
right.
There's breakfast and,
And I
everything.
provide lunch to go.
Oh, it's
you
lunch?
got lunch to go. Plus, if you're only the homeless, you get free Burger King cards that I give one apiece to all of them. Unless sometimes somebody gets two for a special thing they did. Yep. So that's what you get at our church, University Christian Church. Yes.
I love it.
Miss Kay, you're a saint.
I love it. That's the coolest thing I've ever heard of.
I love people. All
No.
people. That's what I want on my tombstone. So
Because I love everybody.
yeah.
There
like
lies Miss Kay.
I
She
better,
loves
I
people
better
body.
tell Jay, so you might pass before me. I don't know.
Oh,
but
ain't no might.
Hey, I'm planning on making it to a hundo.
And
I'm
also,
working
you
out.
know what else I'm gonna put on your tombstone? Is she made the best homemade pie crust in the world.
In the world.
And then she passed it down to one of her little kids,
Tombstone's getting big.
Miss BK.
yeah.
Hey.
And
And she cooked one for Uncle Sal.
the one,
This is getting expensive.
And hey,
Miss Kay's tombstone.
Oh, hey.
And she cooks them for Uncle Si from time to time to this day.
oh yeah, hey. And I'm like you, I need to pay her for it too.
well, guess what I'm fixing to make next week?
Where she'll have a little spending
sweet
money as a
potato.
teenager.
Sweet potato pies I'm making next week, in case you wanted to know.
Okay,
Is it
well,
fall?
hey, next week.
Oh.
No, it's due to a special before we have teal season.
Me and Stone
I like
will
that.
be down there sometime around when you get them made.
Oh yeah, we'll be there. Yeah. We'll be there with bells on side.
Well, that is a fantastic story, and Si with fantastic questions. But Miss Kay, you and Phil really are incredible people for all you do
Thank
for
you.
everybody.
Just think
and
about this. This
how
woman
you
has
love
put
people.
up with me. Okay.
We know.
What about your brother?
Hey,
Ian?
a
and
millstone.
and your
okay?
brother and her nephew and your
Well, it was
nephews.
bad enough she had to put up with Phil.
Yeah.
She
I
also
couldn't
had to put
imagine.
up with his younger brother.
I would have ran a long time ago. But on that note, let's take another quick break, and we will
then we'll be right back.
Jack.
Jack.
Si,
Yeah.
what's your credit score?
I don't know.
How do you not know?
I have people to take care of that for me.
Exactly. He has people that take care for him. Hey, some of us, we don't have gates and fences and stuff like the Robertsons.
Well, look, you said the reason I have someone take care of it. It's boring.
It's boring, right? It's credit scores, it's all this and all that. And most people can add, the average American has 97 points they could add to their score. How do they do it? Scoremaster. They crack the code on how, and adding 97 points to your credit score is like found money. Have you ever found money, Sal?
Oh, yeah.
And did you keep it?
I love it.
Thank you.
I was walking down the road, look down there. I look like a $20 bill there.
Well, this is way more than $20 because you'll get fast loan approvals, huge discounts, and low interest rates on everything from buying or refinancing a home to leasing a new car to applying for a credit card. How fast is Scoremaster? One member raised his credit score 33 points in just 5 days and another 43 points in just a couple of weeks. So look, credit scores are hard. Scoremaster takes care of it. It is so easy. It takes about a minute to get started. And if you hurry, you get to try Scoremaster for free. That's right. Try Scoremaster free and see how many plus points you can add to your credit score. Go to scoremaster.com/duck. That's scoremaster.com/duck. Again, scoremaster.com/duck. Visit it. Raise your credit score.
That's right. Hey. Oh, hey,
I
if
got
you'd have been
mine
at
for
Stone's house last night,
No, man.
you missed a good one.
What'd y'all cook last night?
Chuck roast smoked.
Well,
How many did you have? 3 or 2? How many did you have? 3 or 2?
Oh, one David Martinez.
Martinez.
He got us 3 prime chuck roasts, and I smoked them like a brisket
Oh, they were fine.
and sliced them up. He made a homemade gravy with
Yep.
the roux from scratch,
Phil wouldn't have not liked it because it was not thick,
but it was
but it was fine.
the best gravy I
Yeah,
ever put in
it
my
was
mouth.
fine.
It was the flavor.
would've
the
liked it.
flavors were
Yeah.
incredible.
Well, it was just like the one Phil cooked with the cream of
Celery soup.
yeah.
It wasn't anything like that, but it was really good.
Yeah, but it was good.
It was just
that
like,
was on the same level.
Well, me and Miss Kay last week, Willie brought his friend Rick in from St. Louis. He runs a restaurant called Grace Meat and Three.
Oh, okay.
And he's won awards for his fried chicken.
fried chicken.
It
Miss
was
Kay.
delicious.
Him and Miss Kay cooked lunch. I had to leave
What
early.
was it compared to on Phil's sticky chicken?
Phil said that was the best chicken he ever ate. Phil
Okay.
Robertson
Okay.
said that.
Oh, look,
Phil.
when that guy left, Phil called me. He don't call me ever. Well, if something
said,
happens
"Stone,
on the
here's
land,
something
he'll
you need to do."
But he called me up and said, Stone, I just had the best fried chicken in the world.
Oh, it is phenomenal.
He said, this man is known for having the best fried chicken in the world, and it was the best.
Yeah.
So
He loved it.
I went over there the next day and ate some, and it was soggy, of course.
You found, there was
Oh, yeah.
leftovers?
Oh, yeah. And
I thought we ate it then.
the
We finished
flavors
it.
were really good.
Oh, he knows what he's doing.
Really
Yeah,
good.
I can't figure out the season. That's his key, is his seasoning, but I can't figure it out.
But you made the mac and cheese, and we had a big, long conversation about Sister Schubert rolls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Miss Kay wants
I
to meet her.
thought she had passed away. I'm so sorry
still
I said
alive?
that.
She's still alive.
Oh,
Okay.
wow.
Sister Schubert is from Alabama. If anybody knows her,
How old is she?
couldn't tell. She's not that old.
Oh, okay.
She started it in like 1990, and so
Well,
only 30 years, and that was right out of college.
She does a fantastic job.
Miss Kay loves her some. So if any of our fans from Alabama know Sister Schubert,
I want to
know.
meet her.
Miss Kay really wants to meet her.
Yeah, let us know.
And that's when Miss Kay said, I need to go on y'all's podcast and say that. I said, please do.
Well, is there anything in the news happening that's worthy of
Yes.
note?
Yes, there is, because I'm very upset about it. Because speaking of groceries, and this one actually hits way too close to home. I'm just going to read the headline. Naked woman sets 13 fires inside Max Fresh Market.
Near you.
Here?
A mile down the street from me and Stone and Willie.
Are you kidding me?
No.
Me and Bullfrog went there the other day, and I smelled that burnt smell, and I asked item girl working in there. I said, "What in the world happened here?" She said, "Oh, some naked woman on crystal meth come in here and set a bunch of fire."
That's the one on Arkansas Road? You come
Yeah.
down the
Oh,
hill?
yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
No, the other one.
So she
And
she
look-
come in there with no clothes on and
Set fire.
a cigarette lighter.
And set
But
fire.
she
Yeah.
did then somehow pick up like a butcher's jacket or
Yeah.
something.
They caught her in a butcher's coat.
Yeah. But it didn't even button up.
Good girl.
And she did $1 million worth of damage.
1
Yeah.
million.
Because she went to the lighter fluid and charcoal aisle and just started setting fires all
Now,
around the place.
what's your mind thinking? Like, I'm going to go in that store and start a bunch of fires.
I don't know. My cousin works there,
She
and
would.
I guess he was out of the job for a couple of days, but they're back open.
Oh, yeah, $1 million worth of damage, and they're back open in 2 days.
Grocery stores are ready to roll.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But I was sad because I go to that grocery store all the time, and the woman's just trying to set it on fire. Have you ever been to the point where you just wanted to set a business on fire?
No.
The only time I build a fire if I'm wet and cold. Then I build me a fire, warm up.
Oh, look, but Si and Jace. Jace is like a what's the name of the people that they're infatuated with fires? What are
Pyromaniac?
He's like a
Pyromaniac.
pyromaniac.
Oh yeah.
Because Jace will build him a fire in the duck blind 6 feet tall.
That's too big for a duck.
Too
blind.
big. But he don't like the little, they have these fancy little heaters, you turn on the gas, you strike it keeps you warm. No, he'll bring a big bucket filled up with charcoal and he'll burn everything in the blind during the course of a duck hunt. But he's kind of infatuated with the fire.
Well,
You know what? I had 2 boys with problems with fires. Jace was one of them. The other one was Willie Jess, who
Shocker.
set so many fires that we've had to call the fire department so many times. And they said, why are y'all letting that kid keep doing that? And I said, I don't know he's doing it. He gets in trouble every time. His daddy whips him. I don't know what to say. He keeps lighting the fires. But the only thing I know, if we weren't Christian people, he would be one of those people y'all talking about.
Well, he did
He
not
would be
get-
naked in the grocery
He's
store.
he's
No, he
named
would be
after
a
me.
Pyromaniac.
He's named after me, but he didn't get that from me. Because the only reason I build a fire, I ain't got no pyromaniac in me, okay?
You throw
I like it
TNT.
because it's heat and it'll dry you out when you're wet.
You made homemade napalm,
Yep.
and you're claiming not to be a pyro. 95% truthful, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, I think this is a good cue for that story you tell every year when it gets really cold during hunting season, when the fog of ice came through.
Look, we're in Germany, okay? Zweibrücken, Germany. We go for field duty out in the field, okay? We're living in tents, okay, for crying out loud. We're driving military vehicles, deuce and a half, 3/4 tons, all this, 5 tons, all that. Okay, and at night, you're supposed to have light discipline, okay, so you button up all the tents and you put dirt around the outside of it and all that, okay? you know, acting like it's wartime, okay?
Well, you're in the Army.
Well, I know, okay, but look,
Point, Miss Kay.
bad weather has been predicted to come, okay? And like in the military, okay, you got to deal with the good and the bad, okay? So, hey,
Adapt and overcome.
yeah, adapt and overcome. So I'm looking, okay, and here comes this cold front that's coming.
You see the cold front?
Oh yeah. This looked like all the rain clouds in the world have come together and come down and settled right above the floor of the earth. Okay, and here it comes. And I'm watching it as it's coming, and the temperature is dropping drastically. Okay, and then I understand why after this clouds, okay, which was fog, come rolling through, because everything behind that was an icicle. Trees, trucks,
Well, I know
tents.
you weren't cold.
Oh no,
You're not even
'Cause,
cold.
Just instantly?
We've got what we got in the Army called what is it? The Herman Nelson heaters. Okay, these are just fuel driven. You dripping diesel. Okay, in the bottom of this thing, and to turn up the heat, you just turn up the drip. Okay, so look, I had from the top of that stove, okay, there's a stovepipe going up to this canvas tent, and it's going through this. So it's like, hey, I'm in a nice warm, okay, metal 5-ton thing that's got all the supplies in it, okay? It's got a heater inside, and I'm comfortable. Everybody else, well, the sergeant in charge comes up, and he's got a icicle hanging off of his nose. And this is not a joke. This is real.
95% of it.
No, this is real. He's got a popsicle hanging off his nose, and he said, "What are you doing?" I said, "I'm staying warm." I said, "Come on in and get out of the cold, son." He said, "You need to get out here and get." I'm an E5 for crying out loud. They got E8s, E9s, E7s, E6s running around outside.
They got E's everywhere.
They got higher ranks everywhere. They come and get me. I'm a specialist, 5th class. Tell me, "Hey, you need to go get them tents up." And I said, "Wait a minute. Where are all the hard soldier, E6s and E7s and E8s? They're supposed to be in charge around here. Why me?"
Because they're in charge.
Because I'm in there in a warm place. So look, I go out, get the tents up, get the Herman Nelson heaters put up and all that.
Herman Nelson.
And there's 2 tents.
Look that up.
Okay, and hey, they are glowing red from the top of that stove through the tent. And the captain comes in and he says, "Robinson, you're fixing to burn their tent down." I said, "Sir, before I freeze to death, I'll take a 5-gallon bucket of diesel out there and pour on that deuce and have and burn it up." And hey, that was the gospel truth. I would have.
He's just setting things on fire.
Hey, I'd set everything on fire before I freeze to death.
Is this
Burn
it?
everything out there.
I'd burn everything in.
The Herman Nelson
No, this was one that was portable.
Portable?
That's on wheels.
I forgot to turn my TV on.
Yeah, that's portable.
Is that what it looks like?
He
No,
says
that
this-
ain't what it looks.
This one's big.
Yeah, that's a portable 2 tires.
But Herman Nelson military heaters are a thing.
Yeah, all that thing.
Herman Nelson.
Herman Nelson
Herman Nelson.
military
Hey,
heaters.
He makes a good heater. They're dangerous. They're
Herm.
dangerous. Yeah, they're dangerous, but
Why are they dangerous?
Because you got diesel dripping and burning.
They got big ones too.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, there's
Yeah.
ads all over
Nice.
this page.
Oh, and this thing's put out some heat now.
Put out some heat. Well, hey, on that note,
Well, they made it turn them off, okay? But then after that, I'd already put all the tins up. Guess what? They looked up and they not, specialist 5th class Robertson ain't there. He's back in his insulated and warm van.
you had a heater going in a van?
Oh, yeah.
That's
Hey,
dangerous.
hey,
I will
well,
say this: one time I slept on top of a 2.5 hood because it was a little bit warmer.
It was warmer.
than
Yeah.
my cot.
A lot of people have got run over because they slept by the exhaust.
Oh yeah,
Well, that's a good way to get killed.
yeah, that's right.
Okay, best way if you're going to get something warm, get on the hood like Stone did, okay? Because if it crank it up and drive off, all it is, you'll wake up. And not be run over.
Well, once again confirmed, I'm not tough enough to be in the military. But thank you for all that have.
But hey, look,
Sir.
that is the coldest I have ever been.
I'm cold right now just thinking
So
about
what
it.
he's
no.
saying is, Johnny D, when that fog came through, everything
Everything-
behind it instantly froze.
Was- dried.
Right,
Yeah.
was instantly covered with ice. I mean, instantly.
And you were in Antarctica?
No, I was in Germany.
Oh, okay.
Now, hey, I will, and I never went there, okay? But I've asked the question since I'm like when it gets ice in Louisiana, Jason Robertson gets excited because, hey, he can break out a chainsaw and go over and cut a hole in the ice and kill ducks. When ice happens here, guess what? I'm missing. I stay at the house.
He ain't there, boys.
I'm with you.
The greatest duck hunt they've ever had on Phil Robertson's property. Okay, guess what? I missed it. And look, it did not bother me a bit.
Si's what you call a fair weather hunter.
That's right. I'm a fair weather hunter.
Yeah.
Just
Well,
more things we have in common.
Hey, I don't want to be involved. If
You're
you got
always cold. You
Yeah.
used to be like
Oh,
that.
no, hey.
Always cold. Always
if you
cold.
got to crank a chainsaw to cut an ice hole to kill ducks, 2 inches thick, hey, I'm out. I'll be in my bed under a warm blanket.
But
I'm with you.
there's other tough guys out there, though.
And you can call me Sissy, and I'll say, yeah, it's me.
All right. Well, you big sissy.
That's
We
a
got to
big
take
sissy.
another break, and we will be right back after this.
I'll raise my hand.
All right, Miss K, do you know what we like to talk about on this show a lot?
Everything crazy. I don't know.
Exactly. And we have.
Wait a minute, hold it. It ain't crazy.
No, that's crazy.
No.
It
no.
gets crazy.
Look,
it might
hey,
not have
I've got-
started out crazy.
I've got a red alert for the human race.
So,
Okay? Hey, do not be this stupid.
okay. Well,
Okay, now go ahead.
we have an infatuation with people with large jungle cats in their homes. And an article came up this weekend. An 11-month-old cougar, 80 pounds, was removed from an apartment this weekend
I see why they done it.
in New York City.
Good night.
I know. I see why they done it though.
Why?
That's a beautiful cat. I'm serious.
Can you put it up on the screen?
Yeah, I didn't think we were going to go there.
Hey, no.
Oh,
Look how beautiful
yeah,
it is.
I love his teeth. Don't you?
Well, hey, no. And you know,
It is a
people
good
don't
looking
realize.
cat.
It's
You're
like,
right.
hey, look, it's like when they go somewhere in Florida and they go to one of these little sideshow on the highway and they're selling little pythons.
Florida.
That are little bitty ones. Hey, these things are like a human being. We come out a baby, then we grow up and get big, and there are a lot of problems. Well, hey, that's the way this pretty cat is.
It's a dangerous animal.
So here's what happened. In New York City, I guess, 2020 was a tough year. They had a lot of time on their hands to Google search things.
Yeah, hey, there's a lot of concrete and steel.
They didn't even have a yard. Like the tiger, at least the tiger
Phil.
in Houston had a yard.
Yeah.
So the cougar, they get him like 8 months ago as a baby. And then I guess about Friday, they said, oh no. And they had to call the zoo and say, can you please come get our pet
This
cougar?
thing has done growed up too big and we can't handle it. I understand it though. Who was the two guys in Vegas that was
Siegfried and Roy?
tigers?
Siegfried and Roy.
Yeah.
Is that who?
Yeah.
They love the animals, okay? And especially the white tiger, okay?
That's a good looking
They are
tiger.
beautiful cats, and I'm going to understand why they do. But hey, look, this is like Kay said, okay? This is a wild animal.
Yeah.
This is not a little
And
house cat.
who sits there and think, what can we do today? I think I want to get a dangerous animal and
would
just
like-
put it in our apartment.
I know. I would like to have a pet panther, though.
What color?
Black.
You're not going to get that.
But I wouldn't keep him as a pet because I
for
know he's a
one,
wild animal.
I do not understand why somebody would want to do that.
Oh.
I don't care
I
how.
kind of get it.
Oh, they are
that
beautiful,
cat is.
though. They are.
Well, yeah, they are.
God.
but
I would get like a giraffe, though. Because that just eats grass.
I would like to ride a giraffe.
And not me. I think they're prettier than a
I
cat.
would
Hey.
like to see you ride.
No, I would rather ride a giraffe than ride what is the sea biscuit, the horse,
horse?
that won everything.
Seabiscuit.
I would rather ride a giraffe.
That's a
Okay, number
that's a very
one,
specific
number one,
horse
you're
who
up
I
there
believe
high.
has passed.
You know, you're up here high where you're gonna see everything, and as long as that baby's legs is, hey, that sucker can run. Buddy, trust me.
Me and Alan were, and Lisa, and we were out in something in Texas, and they had these wild animals. It's just like a fair thing or something. And I wanted to ride the elephant, and Alan wouldn't let me.
Oh man,
I'd
would not let me.
No, I'd rather ride a giraffe.
I'm with
Okay,
you.
I'd turn my hat on backwards then, boy, because hey, the wind would be.
I said, Alan, what could I do wrong? And he said, fall off.
That's true.
And then get trampled on.
Yeah,
Because Phil said I'm a train wreck ready to happen at any moment.
What's the thing he says? When cattle and women stampede or get excited or something like
You
that.
know who said that? Shakespeare.
Well, hey,
Shakespeare
whatever.
had that.
I got nervous. I'm glad we're quote. That is a Shakespeare quote for any
That's right.
of you.
That's right, boy.
Who
Shakespeare.
read
Cancel
English,
culture's listening.
English literature.
Because we're on the verge.
If I ever go to a zoo that's got a giraffe, I'm gonna ask him, can I ride him? Put a
I
saddle on
don't
and
think
let
they'll
him
let
ride.
you.
No, I don't
Why
think
not?
it will either.
But a
Hey,
giraffe,
he's big enough it wouldn't hurt.
side giraffe don't have a flat back. He's kind of got like a 45-degree angle.
Yeah, but
going
hey,
right
put a saddle on him.
You
Hey,
slide
hang on.
right- you
Hey, no,
slide
I
right
wouldn't
off the
slide
back.
off.
Can you
Hey,
ride?
put a saddle on him and then put a little rope right around his neck on the bottom and let me go. boy.
Hold
Hey,
on.
and I wouldn't have to whip him. I just
You
tell
ought to
him, hey,
ride. You know what? You ought to ride a donkey
there you
or
go.
That
mule.
doesn't look fun,
There
Si.
you go, Si.
hey, see there? That would be hilarious.
Yeah, it would.
No, I'm serious.
I'll give you that.
I got a new thing to put on my bucket list. Ride a giraffe.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, if you
Hey,
have,
they race them, I bet.
No,
I-
I bet
I think they
don't.
do. Hey, they raced ostriches.
Well, you want to get on one of them?
have you
well,
ever
hey.
seen how big a giraffe is in person?
Hey, no, but I would love to ride one.
I mean, me
Look
too.
how cool that looks.
We got to get
But I
a
will-
giraffe.
Si, you're too old.
Hey, I want one of them things right here across here that I can hold on to, though. That way, if he rears up, because if he rears up, I'm falling off.
Yeah, well, you got to put the reins on their face, and that's 8 foot in the air. They got long necks.
I know. I want the thing they put on the chest of the horse. I want it coming right there.
The saddle?
And
No.
like when you go deep fishing, you put on the belt, sitting in the chair. I want the belt on.
All right, if anyone owns a giraffe,
that way I'm not gonna fall off.
if you would allow us to duct tape Uncle Si to its back, please call or text.
Yeah, and I'm gonna
Or
name him.
email.
Or email in.
He's not Silver, but I'm gonna name him Silver because I'm gonna rear him up and tell him, "Hi, yo, Silver."
Oh my goodness.
We've gone down another exotic animal road that I'm scared
I
of.
love it.
You know what? Let's take a break. We have a few questions to get to, including one specifically for Miss K. They've been waiting for you to come back for
Hey,
weeks.
David, wait, look at that smile. She goes, hey, I just seen BK. That's where BK gets that smile.
From Miss K?
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that.
I just seen BK's
Well, she-
face when you were smiling.
She's a child who can do
That's
everything.
so cool.
Yeah,
That is true.
I'm in charge of her baking needs.
that's
And
it.
Oh, no.
She's a
And
pioneer
you've done-
girl.
Hey, and you've done a good job with her.
I know, and Phil, and is so proud of her hunting and
Oh,
fishing.
no. You need to tell her, hey, bake me one. Tell Phil to tell her, hey, look, little girl, bullfrog, BK, you need to bake me one of them new cakes you just been baking for Uncle Si. Because she done took it to a new level.
I know. Every time she walks in, Phil said, "Will you bake me a cake?"
Oh, no, she made one, and I got it, took it home, ate it, and both of us, when me and Christine both got a piece and we took a bite, we looked at it and says, oh, my goodness. What in the world did she put in it? I said,
How did you live without it?
No, yeah, I said, she did something different here. So when they stopped by to get the cake carrier about 2 days later,
Yeah.
I said, BK,
It was gone.
I said, what did you do different with that cake? And she said, what are you talking about? I said, that one wasn't like none of the rest of them. That one had a better flavor.
You know what she did?
Yeah.
Bourbon vanilla.
Yeah.
Wow.
And look, and she
I
doubled.
never saw that for sale.
She gave it a double dose, okay? She only looked
Well, I
at it.
bet you slept a lot better.
Oh,
that
no,
night.
look. I was watching her the other day when she was cooking that. She ate it like that, and then she said, and I said, okay.
Then we're gonna have to put a warning on that cake.
Oh, no. That baby was bad, too. Bad to the bone, I'm talking about. We got about a little piece like this left in it, and if it ain't, it probably won't be when I get back.
It's going to be gone.
It'll be gone.
All right, well, let's take a break so Si can get back home and get to that cake. Sound good?
No, it ain't gonna make it.
It ain't going to make it.
Christine ain't gonna get the rest of it.
All right, we'll be right back. All right, so as always, we like to go to our fans segment right here at the end. We got emails. If you ever have a question, need life advice, want
We
to tell
already
us.
to the end of it.
This has been a fun one.
Oh, yeah.
Time flies, Si. So if you ever have anything you want to tell Si, tell me, tell Stone, or Miss K
Look,
when
hey,
she's here.
number one, you don't tell me nothing.
Okay, all right.
You
It's-
suggest it.
Ask.
If you want to suggest,
I ain't gonna
Si-
put up with this telling.
All right, I'm sorry. Hello@duckcallroom.com is the email address. And I just want to say real quick, a bunch of people emailed in asking if we were okay from the storm that just hit recently. Here in our town, we are good.
Yeah, it hooked her right
It hooked a right.
when east
but
and north.
the state of Louisiana, I know people that lost a ton down south, New Orleans, LaPlace, Baton Rouge, Grand Isle. We got friends down there. And so just
Oh, that
know,
remind me. You talked to Josh lately or not?
I talked to him 2 days ago. He was heading east, but
Oh, okay.
I'll get a report today.
All right.
yeah, so it's been tough on us. It's nothing the state of Louisiana hadn't been through before, and we know how to grit it out and rebuild and get back. But just know if you are suffering from that, we're praying for you, and hopefully we can just use our little platform here to put a smile on your face when there might not be much to smile about. But let's get in this. Miss K, I've had an email waiting on you for over a month now.
Okay.
This is specifically for Miss K from Ashley from Houston, Texas. She just got engaged and she loves this man so much. She's chased him from Georgia to California and can't wait to take his last name. She can't live without him.
She done run the boy down, boys.
But every once in a while, I get a little anxious because I've been me for my whole life. Her maiden name's a big part of our identity. In a small way, I feel like I'm losing some of that. Any good advice for adjusting to new life with my soon-to-be husband?
Well, anytime that you stop being number one in your life and then you have somebody else, and you blend together, you've got to think about it. It doesn't change you, except it makes you better. If you have the one you love for all your life to be together. I mean, I'm going to tell you, people don't understand it because they're so much into their own independence. But I'm saying, as somebody that's been together since teenage years with mine, it's been ups and downs and all that. But I wouldn't take my life for another life at all. I'd go through all that pain again, all that stuff. But you know what? Because we're not just best friends. We're so close we even think what the other one's saying. And if you want that, then you've got to go into it with a humble spirit and to say, I want to join him forever. And it's not going to be, it needs to be a triangle. You need to have God at the top and each of y'all on down there like a triangle. And then you're going to make it. If you want to, and if you be positive, and if you pray about it, and if you tell him, we're not going to start those arguments and fights, because what are they good for? They're good for nothing. The Bible calls them the evil desires causes arguments and all that kind of stuff that break up marriages, or, even couples that want to see it. That's the devil. Don't let him come in like that. The way me and Phil handle it now is, in our older age, we got smarter, and he'll say something that may hurt my feelings, so then I'll come back with a joke, and then he starts laughing, and then I start laughing, and it's all over. Nobody's mad at anybody. So you'll get there. It doesn't happen overnight.
I'll say this. You made the triangle, okay? Here's the thing. The Bible says the two become one. Okay, and if two's watching and whatever this world throws at you, okay, it's not you alone anymore. Okay, two are stronger than one.
That's right.
Okay, so it'll be you and him fighting what this world's got to throw at you. Okay, it's actually three of you. Okay, it's actually five of you. God, Father, Son, Holy Spirit, and then you and your husband. Okay.
And Matt Dillon.
All while listening to a little Daryl.
Don't forget Matt, boys.
He's on your side.
Well, the name change deal. Don't be nervous about that. Because I remember when my first child was born, but my wife was a Robertson, and she became a Stone. When my first child was born, I went to the nursery to pick her up, and it said Carly Robertson. So I guess I was the one that had to change my last name. I said, "Yeah,
I love it.
I know where I stand." So
Oh, that's funny, right
it's
there.
not a big deal.
Oh, for sure. Well, Ashley, I think you're doing something smart by asking for someone like Miss K's advice. Anytime I see somebody that's like, I need to talk to somebody older and wiser who's been through it, that's just always a good way to start.
Yep.
So, Ashley, good luck to you and your husband. Where are you at? From Texas.
Yep. Houston, Texas.
Georgia and California's all in this email. So we're rooting for you. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for the email. And then, Miss K, I have another one for you.
All right.
It was for me.
But you're giving
But
it
I'm
to
giving
me.
it to you because I want to hear your opinion because you're the other Saints fan here.
I really am. I'm getting all my stuff out, too.
Boy, she's breaking the clothes.
I'm bringing it out. I'm getting it out of,
Before you get into it, I got to go. And my wife, her oldest granddaughter, called her the other day, and I heard Kay on the phone. I can't talk right now. I'm watching the Saints. Oh,
The preseason, baby.
Hey, you got to get your priorities straight, boys.
Thank you. And that's why me and Miss K get along so well. It's what we talk about is the Saints. And my man Blake wants to know what my opinion is, which my opinion doesn't matter, on the Saints' upcoming year without Drew Brees.
Uh-oh.
Miss K, tell us what's going to happen.
It's going to go without Drew Brees.
Yeah, he's gone.
I know he is. But I'm going to tell you something. I have enough faith in the coach and the two quarterbacks. I like both of them.
She likes both of them.
I like both of them, and I like the rest of the team, and I think we're going to go and blow on, and that's what Drew wants us to do. He doesn't want to say, well, they can't go without me, because I know he would have loved the team or he wouldn't have stayed that long. So I'm all positive about the Saints this year.
And I'm with Kay.
Who are the two quarterbacks? Because I quit watching
No.
ball playing
Winston,
2 years ago.
Taysom Hill is no longer Jameis Winston, starting
Jameis-
quarterback, New Orleans Saints.
Yeah,
Okay,
I like
he's
him.
choice. He's chosen. Okay.
I like
chosen.
him. Well, what's wrong with is Hill gonna be a quarterback too?
No, I
But-
think he's going to go back to doing everything.
well, I love the way he did everything.
everybody
I
does.
love that.
I understand that. If you think about it, really, I understand that. Because Hill is he can play anywhere.
I know.
do it. So you
I
move.
love him because
So,
he's
yeah.
like something that just shows up and you think, who did that?
It
was
makes-
Hill.
Taysom Hill.
It makes sense. The choice makes sense. Common sense. Okay. Hill's he can play any position. So why would you limit him to playing just the one play?
I kinda
I
want him
need
to
him
play
over here to be a
linebacker.
runner. I need him over here to be a receiver. I need him over here on
He
special teams.
he can throw the ball.
Yeah.
We can do anything.
Yeah. Makes sense.
All right. Well, there's Kay.
Good go there, Coach.
Miss K, biggest Saints fan I know's 2021 prediction.
Yeah, I'm
is
fixed to decorate my whole table with it.
we're gonna be
Football,
okay.
football is joining my
Football
table.
season is back. Actually, college football starts this weekend. I'm fired up about it.
Okay.
And then last email, real quick. Our buddy Andrew. I forget where you're from, Andrew. I think DC area. I could be making that up. He is excited that Stone's about to put me in the House of Pain, and he's going to join his own House of Pain, I guess.
Oh, good.
He's started eating better and started trail riding on his bike, and he has a kettlebell on the way, so that's good. So I thought, we've already got people sending in all sorts of stuff. Miss K, we started a new thing where people send in times that their spouse made terrible food and they had to tell them. It's hilarious, so keep sending that in. But if you're also going to try and lose weight and need Stone's motivation,
Yep.
send in what you're doing, how much you weigh, how much you're trying to lose, or how much you've already lost, like Andrew, and we're all just going to keep each other accountable.
That's right.
That way, if we ever
I
end up in the
doubt the
hospital,
women are going to send their weight in, but
hey, you can if you want.
yeah.
Send in whatever you want. But Andrew, hey, I'm with you. He's trying to get back to his college weight. I'm just trying to get back to like year 4 of marriage weight. College weight's a lot more work. But on that note, thank you for tuning in. Stone, you got a Bible verse for
I do.
us? Stone.
When Si started talking about that millstone in the back of Miss K's car,
Yes.
that rang a bell with me in a
Hey, it's
verse.
dead weight, boys.
That's right, dead weight. So this one is one you really need to pay attention to. Luke 17:1 and 2. Jesus said to his disciples, "Things that cause people to stumble are bound to come, but woe to anyone through whom they come. It would be better for them to be thrown into the sea with a millstone tied around their neck than to cause one of these little ones to stumble."
And
good.
and Uncle Si has said a prayer to the Almighty, talking about, hey, look, before you let me hurt a child, you take me out.
Well, I don't think you would ever be in danger
no,
of hurting a child,
me
Uncle Si.
But
Unless you lost your mind,
But-
then we'd keep children away from you.
Yeah, that would just keep them away.
Hey, I'm just saying, I've actually prayed that. Before you let me hurt one of them, you take me out.
But be thinking about that when you're doing whatever you do in your daily routine. So that one's pretty powerful.
Amen to that. Well, thank you for tuning in here on the Duck Call Room podcast, Miss K. As always,
I love it.
an upgrade from whoever would have been there without you. Thank you so much for coming up and joining us.
Well,
You're
I'll
our
come
honored
whenever
guest.
whenever you ask me, I'll come.
All right. Well, maybe tomorrow. All right, we'll let you know. All right. Thank you, Miss K. We'll see y'all next time on the Duck Call Room.